Picture this. A self-contained city slicing through the ocean waves, miles from land, an airfield at sea teeming with advanced aircraft. It's a powerful image, isn't it?
It really is a symbol of national strength, resolve.
Exactly. We're diving deep today into the history of just such a vessel.
Yeah.
The USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN-72. It's the third Navy ship named after the president.
Right. And this behemoth, it's not just steel and wires. It's got a story. Decades of global events wrapped up in one hull.
What's truly captivating when you consider a ship like the Lincoln is, the immense scale, but also that intricate web of history woven into its very structure.
It's not static, is it? It's been right at the forefront for over 30 years now. A lot of significant moments.
And that's what we're going to explore. We've pulled together a whole range of sources for this deep dive. News articles on the latest tech, historical records.
Personal accounts, too. Sometimes those give you the best flavor.
Absolutely. So think of this as your shortcut, to getting well-versed in the story of the USS Abraham Lincoln. Our mission today, let's pull out the most vital and fascinating insights, give everyone a clear picture without getting bogged down.
Sounds like a plan. So if we're ready to embark on this historical voyage, where do we start? The very beginning, I suppose.
Let's do it, the genesis, right. It kicked off with the contract award, December 27th, 1982, to Newport News Shipbuilding.
Right. Takes time.
Then November 3rd, 1984, the keel was laid. I mean, imagine that moment, the very first piece of this colossal puzzle.
The sheer engineering feat, the logistics, it's staggering, really. Years of work by so many skilled people.
Totally. Then, launch and christening, February 13th, 1988. Joanne K. Webb sponsored her. Navy acquired her October 30th, 1989, and commissioned just a couple of weeks later, November 11th. Imagine the buzz that day.
Oh, yeah. That moment a ship comes alive, joins the fleet. It's always significant. Ready for duty.
Her first home port was Naz North Island, San Diego, part of the Pacific Fleet.
Makes sense. Strategically positioned.
Administratively under commander, Naval Air Forces Pacific. Operationally, flagship for Carrier Strike Group 3, home to Carrier Air Wing 9. That command structure, it really shows her central role,
Precisely. It highlights the layers of responsibility, the constant readiness expected. It's not just a ship, it's a key part of a bigger force.
Her transfer to the Pacific, September 1990, that was an interesting start, did exercises with Argentine Naval Aviation, Gringo Gaucho.
Right, that early international cooperation is key.
Yeah.
Building interoperability relationships, it all starts there.
Yeah, but that same period, November 90, a real jolt. A bombing incident in Valparaiso, Chile. 3 sailors wounded at a restaurant.
Wow, a stark reminder, isn't it? Even in peacetime ops, danger exists. Constant vigilance needed.
Her maiden Western Pacific deployment, May 91. Right in the thick of Desert Shield, Desert Storm, she sailed with some serious leadership on board. Rear Admiral Timothy W. Wright, Commander Carrier Group 3.
Destroyer Squadron 9, Carrier Air Wing 11. Yeah, that signals immediate importance right from the get-go.
But on the way to the Indian Ocean, things took a sharp turn. Mount Pinatubo erupted in the Philippines, June 91. Massive eruption.
Huge, catastrophic.
And the Lincoln, she was called to lead Operation Fiery Vigil, a 23-ship armada for humanitarian aid. A warship leading this huge relief effort.
That really shows her versatility, doesn't it, right from the start? More than just power projection, a platform for aid, adapting to crises.
Totally. They evacuated over 45,000 people from Subic Bay. It was the largest peacetime evacuation of military personnel and families ever.
Incredible numbers.
And get this, a baby was born on board during the evacuation, named Abraham Lincoln Prestera. How's that for a connection?
Wow. That personal story amidst such scale, it really hits home. These ships are communities responding to human need.
After that amazing effort, she continued to the Persian Gulf, flew reconnaissance, combat air patrols over Iraq, Kuwait, supporting Desert Storm, a real trial by fire, showing her full range.
It underscores that dual nature, right? Delivering aid 1 minute, decisive combat operations the next.
Then back stateside, early 92. Ships restricted availability at Naz Alameda. Maintenance, refitting.
Standard procedure. Got to keep her in top shape.
Our sources even give a snapshot of command then. Captain James O. Ellis Jr. was KO, Captain John M. Morris Jr. the XO, Command Master Chief George H. Watson, reporting ultimately up to President George Bush.
That detail grounds it, doesn't it? Real people, real leadership within that national structure.
Her mission in 92 was clear. Operate aircraft, keep sea lanes open, Project Power, be a strike option, a symbol of U.S. resolve. Pretty much the carrier playbook.
That symbolic role is huge. Just showing up sends a message about interests, capabilities, commitment.
Interestingly, even during maintenance, things were happening. Security division moved to legal. They hosted Boy Scout tours.
Ah, community engagement. Important stuff. Builds bridges, awareness.
And Marines on board competed in marksmanship. Plus underway ops, ammo offloads with the USS Kiska, a burial at sea. The cycle continues, even in port.
Always busy. Training, maintenance, readiness. It never really stops on a carrier.
Okay, let's jump forward a bit. February 95, a kind of funny incident. The Lincoln accidentally sailed into the Louis Vuitton Cup race area.
Oh, really? Caused a bit of chaos, I bet.
Canceled a yacht race. Imagine seeing a nuclear carrier bearing down on your sailboat race.
Huh. A reminder that even with all the tech, the sea is unpredictable and big.
Her third deployment, April 95, back to the Persian Gulf. Operation Southern Watch, Vigilant Sentinel.
Standard ops for the time.
But, a collision during underway replenishment with the USS Sacramento.
Ouch. UNREP is always tricky. Close quarters?
Yeah, caused damage, but thankfully both ships could continue their missions. Shows the risks, but also their toughness.
Absolutely. Speaks volumes about the build quality and crew skill to press on after something like that.
Then, September 11th, 2001, a day that changed everything. The Lincoln was in port.
A stark contrast to the role she'd play soon after. A real turning point for her and the world.
Definitely. July 2002, she deployed again. Operation Enduring Freedom, Southern Watch. Then extended for Iraqi freedom in 2003.
Right. Long deployment.
And that's where that bit of ship lore comes from, the get over it deployment patch. Kind of captures the mood, right?
Yeah, those patches often tell a story, a small thing, but reflects the crew's feeling during a tough, extended time.
Then a big shift again. Mid-January 2005, the Indian Ocean tsunami. Devastating.
Terrific scale.
The Lincoln became a key player in Operation Unified Assistance, humanitarian relief. Her helicopters delivered millions of pounds of supplies.
Showing that adaptability again. Not just launching jets, but acting as a massive mobile aid hub.
Yeah, and even with Indonesia restricting air patrols then, the helos still got aid through. Vital work.
Truly vital. Delivering aid where it's needed most. Fast.
January 2006, home port changed to Everett, Washington. Followed by training, inspections down in San Diego.
Even chirp.
Then a big one. September 06 to December 08, a docked planned incremental availability DPIA at Puget Sound. Major maintenance.
Essential for the long haul. System upgrades.
Exactly. Got the Rime 116 rolling airframe missile system, big boost to self-defense against missiles, constant modernization.
Absolutely critical. These ships need upgrades to stay effective against evolving threats.
After sea trials, certifications in 07, more training, another planned availability in 09. More upgrades like modernizing the local network, keeping the tech current.
Always chasing the tech curve.
Back to sea Jan 2010. And then, December that year, announcement, back home to Nan, North Island, San Diego.
Full circle. These changes often reflect shifting strategies, fleet needs, putting assets where they're most needed.
Then came the huge one, refueling and complex overhaul, RCOH. Started 2013 at Newport News.
The big midlife overhaul. Massive undertaking.
Faced some budget delays initially, but it's essentially revitalization. And here's a cool detail. They transferred the anchor from the decommissioned USS Enterprise to the Lincoln.
Ah, that's symbolic. Passing the torch between legends. The RCOH adds, another 20-plus years to her life? Huge national investment. Underscores their long-term strategic value.
She was redelivered May 12, 2017. Basically reborn, but no rest. September 2017, rapid deployment to help Florida after Hurricane Irma.
Right back into the humanitarian role. Shows that commitment, speed of response after a massive overhaul.
Then a touch of Hollywood. August 2018, filming for the Top Gun sequel on board.
Bet the crew loved that. Movie stars on deck.
Must have been wild. A real carrier as the set for an iconic movie. Gives people a glimpse, maybe.
Yeah, interesting intersection of military life and pop culture. Memorable for the crew, for sure.
April 2019, another big deployment. Home port shifted back to San Diego again.
Keeps moving.
Sailed initially to the Med, Persian Gulf. Tensions with Iran were high then. It turned into an around-the-world deployment. Returned January 2020.
Shows that global reach, the high tempo expected. Responding to challenges everywhere.
August 2021, a huge milestone. The first woman took command of a nuclear aircraft carrier. Historic.
Absolutely groundbreaking. Recognizing female talent and leadership at the highest level.
Sadly, later that year, September, a helicopter crash off San Diego. A tragic reminder of the risks in naval aviation.
Always present dangers in flight ops at sea. A sober moment.
January 2022, another first.
Oh, yeah.
Deployed the first USMC F-35C squadron. New era of carrier air power.
Big leap. Stealth, advanced sensors integrated into the air wing.
Also had a water contamination issue in 2023. And something different in November 2022, a college basketball game on the flight deck.
Seriously. Wow. Talk about a unique venue. Shows the diverse ways these platforms can be used.
And also November 2022, a fire on board. A critical reminder, right? Vigilance, safety protocols on such a complex vessel.
Absolutely. Fire at sea is one of the biggest fears. Rapid, effective response is paramount.
Which kind of brings us closer to today, August 2024, the Lincoln deployed to the Middle East. Part of the response to Iran-Israel tensions.
Underscores her ongoing vital role in regional security. Still a key instrument of policy and power projection.
But it's not just about the traditional role anymore, is it? She's been on the cutting edge of tech, especially connectivity at sea.
Right, that high-speed internet initiative. Captain Kevin White pushing the SEA-2 program Sailor Edge afloat and ashore. Now flank-speed wireless.
Using commercial providers, Starlink, OneWeb, bringing real internet speeds to deployed sailors. That's a major shift.
A fundamental change, bringing the digital age to the high seas, really.
And the tactical impact. Already seeing it. Last fall, F-35s got critical mission data file updates super fast.
Game changer. Enhances survivability, lethality through rapid intel updates. More agile force.
Yeah, these updates allow quicker adaptation to threats, significantly boosts the F-35's effectiveness.
It's a tangible benefit.
And get this, the very first F-35 combat strikes in Yemen, made possible partly by these connectivity upgrades. Captain White said the precision was directly related.
Wow, that's a direct line from connectivity to combat effectiveness. Proves the value immediately.
And it goes beyond combat ops. Better training, remote maintenance support, and morale during those long stretches, like 107 days with no port call. Huge boost.
Absolutely crucial. Captain Reeb, the THO, mentioned this helps with recruiting and retaining young sailors. Average age is just 20.8. They expect connectivity.
Yeah, growing up connected, it's almost essential now. Meeting those needs is vital for keeping people in the Navy.
Makes those tough deployments more bearable. Maintaining those family connections.
Administratively, too, things improve. Remote medical, dental consults. And personally, sailors watching births via video, attending family events virtually, doing online courses, handling legal stuff.
That peace of mind, staying connected, reduces stress, lets them focus. Continuity with life back home.
Of course there are challenges, content streaming, cybersecurity, but they're working on solutions.
Always ongoing.
Tactically, it even allows remote cyber scans of the ship's systems. Helps other carriers, too. They're testing 5G connectivity 100 miles offshore.
Remote cyber scans are a big advantage, and leveraging commercial networks adds bandwidth, redundancy, cost savings in court too, less need for paid Wi-Fi.
Plus better interactions with allies online, even before deploying, building partnerships virtually. The Lincoln's really proving you can get home-like connectivity at sea.
It's a glimpse into the future, isn't it? Seamless data, robust connectivity, integral to everything, the mission, crew, well-being.
And circling back to humanitarian work, we can't forget Operation Fiery Vigil. It's so important.
Definitely.
Her main job is being a fighting force, sure. But that capacity for aid, the history of it, it's remarkable. The Naval History and Heritage Command highlights this Navy's humanitarian mission.
And the Navy has a long history here. Great Kanto earthquake back in 23, Operation Passage to Freedom, Katrina, the hospital ships for COVID. Lincoln's role fits right in.
Yeah, it shows that versatility, the human element, projecting strength, delivering aid. The Lincoln story is about adapting, staying relevant.
We've seen peacetime evacuations, modern combat tech innovation. It all connects, gives you that aha moment about the lifespan and impact of these vessels.
This deep dive shows a ship that's more than just tech. It's dynamic, evolving, responded to major global events for decades, a story of adaptation, service.
It truly is a continuing narrative.
So as the USS Abraham Lincoln sails on, carrying all these stories of service, innovation, connection, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? With tech advancing so fast, what does the future hold for naval power, for the sailors' lives in the next decade?
That's a deep question. That interplay between tech progress and the essential human element, fascinating to consider moving forward.
And on that inspiring note, as the USS Abraham Lincoln sails the vast oceans carrying tales of dedication, innovation, and human connection, so too does the All Sorts podcast navigate the boundless sea of knowledge, bringing you insightful deep dives into a myriad of fascinating topics. If you, our listener, have enjoyed this journey through the remarkable history of this iconic ship, and if you believe in the power of shared stories and the thrill of discovery, then chart a course to the All Sorts podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, check us out there.
Like our videos, share them with fellow explorers of knowledge, and subscribe to ensure you never miss our next deep dive into the world's most compelling subjects. Remember the countless stories already waiting to be discovered within our archive, each one a new horizon of understanding.
Lots of great stuff already there.
And for real-time updates and engaging conversations beyond the audio, hoist your sails and follow All Sorts Podcast on X, Instagram, and Threads. Your support fuels our mission to keep the currents of knowledge flowing freely for everyone. Join the All Sorts Podcast community today and continue your voyage of discovery with us.